What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Every Polish person has a Polish radar. It's Polish aura, like you can feel it here.
Peruvians usually have like a slouch.
Posture. We're very big on posture, being appropriate and how to sit, how not to sit.
By the way they stand. Smoke.
That's basically the heart they be in the
Most
movies.
laid-back people you will ever meet. It's just the way they walk. Walk a little slower.
They're always like chilling, moving their arms like that. You can see the bouncing of the head.
They apologize when someone else bumps into them.
That
Always
part.
apologizing. If somebody treads on your toe, you'd say sorry.
Usually they're loud. Really loud.
If they're super loud and then they're Asian, I'll assume they're Vietnamese.
They're usually the loudest people, besides the Scottish. The Scottish are loud people.
You can always just tell when there's a Scottish person around. It's like a sixth sense or something.
You can sense it. Just the face, the whole demeanor.
Russian.
Just mannerisms. I don't even know how to explain it. I will know that Kenyan.
I just recognize them.
Sometimes you can just see it in their face. I don't know why, but they just have this mouth and facial structure. Definitely by their
Sometimes you do
facial
just, oh Lord, I can't
features.
hit the button on time. Sometimes you do just know. But do you know whether someone is from a different location just off of appearance or from their walk? You know what I'm saying? Whether you're in the store shopping or you at the park, things of that nature.
Maybe stance. Not necessarily walk.
Not necessarily walk.
But maybe stance. Do you think that you can look at like their features and tell that they're American or not?
Ooh, it depends of the location. Some people, yes, have very distinctive looks, where others kind of still have that blendish looking, vibe about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So,
What do you mean, as Americans?
not being from America.
Oh, okay.
Like if you're not from America, yeah, I can possibly pin out your location or potential location that you're from. But that's probably a huge mass of people that I'm like, nah, it will fool me. It will fool me.
I feel the same way. I think when I hear them speak, I can tell if they're American or not.
And another takeaway is hair.
Hair? What do you mean?
Hair, how they haircut may be.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, how the haircut may come off.
Definitely.
1000%.
So we have really strong like eyebrows.
I'd say like big hair or curly hair.
Our faces look like potatoes.
Potatoes.
That makes sense.
High cheekbones, probably. Possibly blue eyes and blonde.
Blonde with light green eyes.
We have like different shape of eyes.
The eyes. When they look at them and they look at me,
different shapes of
I understand they are pretty
Brown face, dark skin, and usually the almond shape Asian eyes with the lips.
It's hard. I think, yeah, it's really hard. Maybe how they dress.
We have like a certain style.
Finns always wear very sensible clothing.
Probably wear more formal.
Skinny pants, always wearing clocks, white belts, white shoes.
When they go to vacations, they always wear like mountain boots. They have like these huge backpacks.
They tend to always wear like raincoats, matching raincoats.
From the body language or like hand gestures, mimics, the excitement.
We do the head nod. We're like more expressive with the hands, with the way we talk.
If they're Asian and a vowel, the chances are Japanese.
Usually I know when I hear them speak.
Their
accent, basically.
The way
they talk. Like they have a little sing, like I do.
They have a staccato accent, like you would speak like this.
Because our language is straightforward, like the way it sounds. So they speak the English the same exact way.
There's like a slight twang. If I hear that, I instantly start like leaning in to see if they are Australian.
So we tend to speak Spanglish in words that we feel like are sexier or just sound better.
We have this thing called Singlish, which is like an amalgamation of every language that we speak in Singapore. And the minute you hear it, it's very, very distinctive.
Even if they're been here for a long time, there's one thing that they would say and you'd be like, yeah, you are a Nigerian.
The second I hear someone say like choice or sweet
I think
ass.
I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
Oh, Lord. Here's
Do
a
you
test.
know who I am? Do you know who I am? That's not Caribbean.
Yo, put that in the comment section. Let us hear. Is she right or is she wrong? Do
I
you
think
know?
I'm right.
Yeah.
I think I'm right.
I think you hit that one on the bud.
You know who I am.
Another thing I think is more so for me is it has to be the tone of the person's voice, the accent, and how they carry their words out when they're speaking. That is going to really take the cake right there. Anything else can be food. Like you can fool somebody.
Yeah.
Because some people can hide behind the dress, how they put their clothes on, the crowd they're in. You would never know just because of who they're hanging with. But that's really the eyeball of the group from the whole other location they just let in, you know?
I think the first subject of what they're speaking on.
Oh, that's a good
very
one.
telling.
The subject.
Yeah.
First impression is everything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
Or mate or che. Kachai. It's like a word that we use every 2 words. It means like, you get it? Like Ike instead of like.
They will call me pana, like hey pana.
If you hear somebody say, hey, buddy,
When we hear the word way, oh, cabrón. Like, oye, cabrón.
We say y'all, which is J-A. I met a South African last week. He's like, American, and he said y'all. And I was like, oh, you're South African.
It's usually how they greet each other. Hey, I be Charlie the day. I be Charlie, how it be? Charlie, easy, cry, easy.
When I hear someone thinking like, I'm like, oh yes, you're Spanish.
If they have very specific questions, like very precise, specific questions, that's German.
Like they're so excited about everything and they want to learn and they kind of like have no boundaries and they kind of like,
There's something about, especially where a Trinidadian woman does carry herself. It's like this mix of like femininity in the kind of softer way and then femininity in kind of the stronger way.
I can tell someone else is from Ukraine when they can drink a lot of vodka, actually, so we're living this stereotype.
They drink a lot of beer and they smoke a lot of cigarettes and they complain a lot.
They would normally speak really loud on the phone, trying to ask for how to do something.
They check people out.
Yeah. If you see them in New York and they're eating a pizza with a knife and a fork, that would be pretty French.
Fighting knife and a fork.
We had a whole crazy conversation about that. Finger food and food that you just don't use as... But like a knife and a fork is basically what they would use.
Fork, yeah.
So speaking of food, I feel like another huge telling one would be, what is your go-to home meal?
Oh yeah.
That's gonna take the cake instantly. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna really know where a person is from just by what they eat.
For the bill, hardcore, like full on. Like they put on a show. Hey, 老板，这是 you know, like if you let them take the bill, like you and I are ruined. But in a friendly way, but in a threatening way.
She said we're gonna maintain conversation. All right, we're gonna stop right there, man. Yeah, make sure you guys go check that channel out. But that was pretty interesting, being able to identify a person.
Yes. I always like to run across a group of diverse people. I feel like living here in Texas, we have ran across so many people from different ethnicities, different
1,000%.
Countries, way more than what we're used to back home.
1,000%.
So it kind of, broadened our viewpoint of people and how we could easily tell where a person is from now.
Yeah, and I think it's a little more easier for us to identify that a person isn't from America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's not like a bad thing, but it's to the point where it's like, you know what, I can hold a conversation with you because I can kind of understand where you're from in the sense of history and whatnot, because of what we teach and what we learn here. And I think that's just another interesting thing.
Yeah, because I feel like when we was back home in Louisiana, it's like majority of the people was from Louisiana or had roots in Louisiana.
1,000%.
And so like, just being in a different climate where it's a metroplex, people are from everywhere. And I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Let us know y'all stories, y'all personal stories, y'all quirks, things like that in the comment section, all right? We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.